Today we are covering our Share mobile app tools for families. My name is Callie Wright and I'm part of the LifeShare support team. With me, I also have Kim Hartnett, and she is manning the chat to help answer your questions and provide resources for you during today's training. So if you have any questions at all while we are going through the information, please make sure you pop those in the chat box. We do want to make sure we address all your questions in our time together. We will try to get you out of here as close to 4:30 Eastern time as possible. So we do thank you again for taking time out of your busy days to join us and learn more. So one thing that I want to make sure that you all know is that we are actually making a change from our old LifeShare Family mobile app, which is there on the left-hand side of your screen, to what we call our new Spectrio Share app. It has a lot of the same capabilities. You log in with the exact same PIN that your family members have already been using, but I think it's a lot easier to use and a lot easier to log in, and we have given you resources built into the LifeShare admin to help you with the process of getting your families logged in. Now, if you do currently have families that are using the old LifeShare Family mobile app, there will become a time where they will have a banner that will prompt them that they do need to download the new Share app, and it will actually have a link for them to get logged in with the exact same PIN that they're currently using. So we could not make it any easier for the transition. Already the Share app is available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. So if you have not gotten started using the mobile app with your families at all, have them start using that Spectrio Share app, and we will give you information and the tools that you need to be able to get them using that. So today we're going to cover why you should be using the Family mobile app tools. We're going to cover the two different ways that you can log in as a family member to the mobile app, and then we'll also be going through any marketing materials and resources that we have available to you with LifeShare. So the why. Why should your families be using the Spectrio Share app? The first one is that it's easy to use. I will show you how we actually get logged in using a QR code, and it could not be any simpler. All you have to do is know how to point your camera phone, actually get a sheet of paper, and it will get you logged in. I also feel like in the new mobile app, the user interface is a lot more streamlined, and if all they can do is get logged in, so if you have more with it residents that have smartphones and they want to use the mobile app, they can use that as well. And if all they can do is get to the home screen, they're going to get a lot of information from that home screen, including the activities, menus, and announcements. It also closes the distance gap. I know that with circumstances right now, families are not able to be visiting your communities on the frequency that they would like, or they may be restricted by travel, that they cannot physically travel to the city that their loved one is currently living in. So this helps close that distance gap and helps them feel more informed and engaged in what's happening in your community. Which leads to family engagement. Family engagement is a key indicator of resident engagement, which is our very next bullet point. And family engagement, it allows them to know what's happening in the community. It allows them to access information that they need as a family, but then it also allows them to promote and highlight certain activities, menus, things like that with their loved one. It's a great conversation piece, and what I like to say as an accountability tool. So when their loved one says, nothing's going on, or the dinner was horrible, they have the tools that they need to be able to ask follow-up questions. Well, did you not like the mac and cheese, or did you not like the tilapia? Did you know that there was this other choice? So they can now have the tools to have accountability and conversations. They can also say, well, why didn't you go attend this activity? And have those conversations with their loved one as well. And then we kind of already covered it, that it is a conversation starter. One of my best friends, her grandmother has some memory issues, and she likes to say that she doesn't have anything going on, but It's just because she cannot retrieve that memory, that information. However, if someone prompts her with, oh, how was this, or how was this activity, or what did you do at this activity, she can have a conversation beyond that. So it is a nice little conversation piece as well. Now, there are two ways to log into the Spectrio Share app, and both accesses are now part of the Share mobile app. We are transitioning families that are currently using the LifeShare family mobile app, the old version, to the new version, and they can log in either with the community access pin, which is the free version, or there is a login for resident and families, where a resident has their own unique login and their own unique email address, and then the families become family managers. Now, this is an additional cost to your community, but if that's something that you're interested in exploring, what is that additional cost? What are those additional features? Put your name in the chat box and we'll be happy to help reach out to you. Or if you're interested in the pricing, you can reach out to Todd B at spectrio.com. He would be happy to talk to you about the resident and family login. So if you're wondering what is the difference between the two, let's go ahead and compare. So there are two ways to log in. The community pin, which we said is the free version, and then the resident and family login, which is an upgraded charge. So with the community pin, they have access to community activities, menus, announcements, and the community media gallery, which includes the pictures and videos that are currently live in the slideshow. They also have access to the staff directory to be able to send messages. But remember that the staff directory has to have that feature enabled, and I will show you how to do that if need be. Now, the resident and family login, this is the upgraded version that is an additional cost. What you get is that you get everything from this community pin version, plus the ability for messaging and media sharing with both family and staff and residents. So all three can send information. Now, in the resident version, the residents have access to personal media galleries, push notifications, but both the resident and the family member can also view activity participation if you track it through the LifeShare system. So in the family login, in the paid version, if they are looking at the activities and there's a purple check mark next to that activity, it means that their loved one did in fact attend that activity. So that's kind of a comparison between the two logins. As Kim mentioned, if you are currently using the community pin in the old version of our mobile app, it is the exact same pin that they'll use to log into the Spectrio Share app. Do we have any questions at all surrounding the two different ways that can be logged into the Share app? All right, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually show you the mobile app. So what I'm going to do is I have this community access pin. So this is a flyer, and I'll show you exactly how you can create this. If you go into your LifeShare admin, I like to go to the campus level, so one with the building icon. You navigate down to where the settings is. Go to mobile access, and Kim will put this in the chat box for you just so you can remember. So settings, mobile access, you will then see the pins listed that you have already designated. If it's blank, that just means you need to go ahead and designate a pin that your family members will be using. Up in the upper right-hand corner, there is a button that says mobile login codes. You choose which flyer you would like to create for your family member. The campus level is good for anyone that you want access to all of the units. It makes it very easy for them to navigate back and forth, or you can just generate a flyer for a specific care unit like a Savine. Now, when you select that, it will generate the flyer for you. You can generate it as many times as you want, print it as many times as you want. The QR code does not change and does not expire. So you can download that if they're comfortable using the QR code reader. they can use that, or if they are more comfortable just simply typing in the PIN, they can use that as well. And what's really nice is it does give directions for downloading the app so that they have that information as well. So you can print this and have this at your front desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing my screen right here. What I'm going to do is I am going to log into the Pines, and I'm going to be using this QR code using the QR code scanner. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, so I've already clicked into the app. Okay, it is like a purple heart icon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click the sign in, and I'm going to click scan QR code. All I need to do, see, I'm kind of at my keyboard right now, is point it in the general direction of the QR code. It will scan it and it immediately sign in. So I had the campus level. That means that I am able to access and go very easily back and forth between the different care units. So I can click into memory care, I can click into assisted living, and I can see information just by getting to the home page. I can see the upcoming events. So since it is past 4 o'clock, it's only going to show the events that are coming up for the rest of the evening. It'll show me the meal that is upcoming. Since it is 4 o'clock, it's going to show me dinner, and it'll show me any announcements. And if our birthday's today, it will show me that as well. However, clicking into the different areas like calendar, it will expand the entire calendar for the day, so I can see that there was sunrise yoga at 6:30, morning meditation, that type thing. I can even click the purple dot and then also navigate to a different day. So maybe I want to see the 11th, and this is what Thursday is going to look like. If I click the back button up at the top, it takes me back to the home screen. With the meals, the same type of thing. If I click on menus, it will actually expand the entire day's worth of menus. And clicking that purple dot, you can navigate to Thursday if you wanted to see what Thursday's meals were going to hold for you. Clicking the back button, you are back at your home screen, and here are the announcements. And it is a scroll, so you can scroll through. If it has the little dot, 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 all you simply have to do is tap on it, and it will pull up the full text for you to be able to read. Okay. From the main menu, you also have at the very top the Contact Us. If you click on that, it has all the community information that has been indicated in the settings section, and it also shows the directory of any staff that has elected to be contacted through the mobile app. So it lists out those different staff members. If you click on somebody's name, they can actually send an email. You do have to put your email address in there, but it will be sent to the staff member's email account that is on file for their LifeShare login. From the home screen, the other area is the main menu. If you click that main menu, you can actually navigate into the individual content sections. You also then have access to the pictures and video, and when you click in there, you're going to be able to see the campus pictures and campus videos that are currently live in the slideshow. So the community albums that are currently live are Meet the Staff and the Therapy Animals. So if I click in there, I can see all the pictures. If I click on a specific picture, I get the caption, that's Tim the maintenance man. Or I can even play a slideshow, and what it'll do is it will automatically scroll through the pictures after 5 seconds, or I can physically scroll with my finger through as well. If you go into the video section, it will show any videos that are currently live in the slideshow. It will not show any of the videos that are on demand. Okay. So that's just a quick look at the community access PIN login. If you're in main menu and you click the 3 dots in the corner, that is where you sign out. We have hidden the sign out button because we want people to stay logged in and stay accessing the community information. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the share on that. Gonna go back. Any questions at all about what you have seen about the Family Mobile App tools? Now, the other login that is available is the resident and family login. Now, when you create a family manager off of the resident account, now remember, this resident and family login is an additional license and an additional fee. Now, we help you walk through the setup of getting your residents set up and with their own unique email addresses, and we teach you how to create family managers. When you create a family manager, an email very similar to this one right here is then sent to the family member to help them get logged in. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to log in as that specific family member, just so that you can see the difference in what they have. All right, so just with the community access pin, when you come to the app, you click sign in. I'm going to click scan QR code, and I'm going to come up to my email, and if you notice, I have the email open up on my computer, and I can scan it off of there. Okay, I can either scan it here, or I can go and sign into the account using the credentials. So I can use the login. And then I use the password that they provided. Now it is kind of a long password, but what I will do is when I log in, you'll be able to see that I am very quickly able to set my more permanent password. Oh, I put the wrong email address. I apologize. Thank you for bearing with me. While I'm getting logged in, if you have any questions about anything that we have covered so far, please pop those in the chat box for us to make sure that we address them today. Okay, so now that I've logged in, it is asking me to make my more permanent password. It does just have to be 10 characters, and it does have to match. So once you set your password, it does officially log you in. So I am logged in as a family manager, as Diane, and I have access to my loved one, Ida Mitchell. So I can see the same information that a community access pin had with the activities, the menus, and the announcements. The difference comes when I select main menu. It's now divided into my information and Ida's information. So on my information, I'm able to send messages to my loved one, so I can write a message. It'll automatically fill in Ida's name. I can send a specific message like, hello, how are you? And I can add, using those three dots in the upper right-hand corner, I can attach a picture, I can attach a video, and then it will send it to Ida, okay? Yes, Liz, there is an additional charge for this specific login for families that is tied to a specific resident account. But the community access pin is the free version. This is just an upgraded version, and Kim will explain it there for you. I can also edit settings for my own personal information. So my name is Diane Mitchell. This is my email address, my password. Now, when I get to Ida's information, this is the community information that I can see. So like the calendar, community information, menus, address book, announcements, those are all from the community. If I click into calendar, however, in addition to being able to see today's activities at the community, I can use that upper right-hand corner up there, and I can add personal appointments to Ida's calendar, and it will send her notifications through the mobile app. You can also see that purple check mark. If the campus logs activity participation and Ida attends one of these events, it will let me know that Ida attended Sunrise Yoga for today. Okay. And then the address book, if I click in there, so it will allow me to add contacts for Ida to send messages. So I can add a contact and put all of the information, and even add a picture as well, okay? If you click the three dots, it enables a whitelist so that only the people that are in the address book are able to contact Ida, okay? In the pictures and videos area, it actually separates it out to Ida's pictures and then the community pictures and videos. So Ida has her own grandkids, nature scenes, pets. So I can actually go into the albums. I can use the three dots to be able to add additional content, rename the album, or I can even play the slideshow. Okay, if I need to remove them, I can click on a picture and I can hide the picture so it's no longer showing in this specific area. Okay. So that is the login for the resident and family version of Share. Remember, this specific login is an additional cost. If that's something that you're interested in learning more about, we would be happy to talk with your team about that. Okay. All right, now to move on to the marketing that we have available for you to help you to spread the word about your community access pin or just the accesses that you have to the mobile app. So remember, we are transitioning. If you are currently using our old LifeShare Family mobile app, we are transitioning to the new mobile app, the Share mobile app. They can still log in with the exact same PIN, or even if they were an existing family manager, they can log in with that PIN as well. In the old app, there will be a banner that will link to allow them to log in once they have downloaded the Share app. So it should make it very easy for them to get naturally transitioned over. I did show you how to access and create the QR code flyers that are in LifeShare Admin. Just to review, when you go into LifeShare Admin, and you go down to your settings in a specific community and then go to mobile access, you're gonna click the button that says mobile login codes, and that will enable you to create the QR code flyers. What we can also do is we can create an announcement that is for families and residents, and it looks like the right-hand side here, where it will have the QR code on the screen that they can scan and get logged in. If that's something that you're interested in getting for your community, just pop your name and say slide in the group chat box, and we'll be happy to create that for you. What we can also recommend is that you create an announcement with the community access pin in the actual announcement section as well, just so that those who are currently using the mobile app in the old version can also see what the pin is to be able to log into the new version. Okay. And then the other thing that I would suggest is adding the links to the app in your newsletter if you send out either an electronic one or a paper one, just putting the information that they are available in both the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. And one thing that we will do is we will share this specific slideshow with you, and in it will be embedded resources where it'll be a PDF and you'll actually still be able to click on the links. So to learn more, we do have our LifeShare Help website, and if you actually click and go to our help website, there is a section specifically devoted to the Share mobile app with resources, help guides, videos, and then it actually has links to the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store where our specific app is listed. You can also check out our latest vlog about the Family mobile app. There is a promo video that you can take a look at. And then you can actually check out our transition app video, and it just explains the transition process so that if you currently have family members that are using the mobile app, you can play this video for your staff members to be able to help them understand how to get your family members over to the new Share app. And as always, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. If you have any questions or want to know more about this process or more about these features, we'd be happy to chat with you. So does anybody have any questions about the family mobile app tools available to them through LifeShare? If so, go ahead and pop them in the chat box and we'll get those answered for you. Kim has put a bunch of information in there for you, including our help information. You can either reach out to us at the email address that Kim provided, or some of you may still have the support at lifesharetech.com. Perfect. Is there a minimum number of family members for the family app? So for the community access pin, Deb, as many as you want to log in or as little as you want, that's the free version. Now, the paid version is based on the capacity of your community, and I can't give specific pricing because it's based on the capacity of your community. So it's as much as your community that uses it up to the capacity of your community, if that makes sense. The way that our licensing works for the family and resident version is that it's like an all or nothing license. It's either turned on for the entire campus or it's turned off for the entire campus. Great question, though. If there are other topics that you want to see featured during our monthly webinars, please let us know. We're always looking for ideas of things that you're wanting to learn more about, and we want to make sure that we're providing the information that you feel like you guys need. We appreciate you taking time out of your day today to join us. We are approaching 4:30 Eastern time, so we want to make sure we wrap up and be cognizant of your schedules. However, it's never too early to be thinking about our next monthly webinar in July. We are actually going to be talking about virtual trips using the LifeShare on-demand resources. So we'll be giving out some tools and things like that for ways that you can use the on-demand resources to travel outside of your community without actually leaving your community. I know that a lot of you have had to be creative during COVID-19, and with the idea that there may be a resurgence in the fall, we want to make sure we get you as many resources as possible for you to be able to deal with whatever the current climate brings. So that will be on Tuesday, July 14th at noon, and you will get a reminder about it right before July 14th. So thank you again. Our contact information is there. We do encourage you to follow us on social media as well as our parent company, Spectrio. We give tips and tricks, and you can stay up to date with the latest information and resources that we have to offer.